Hello everyone. Last time I solved a good number of puzzles. I went and got part-times on them while I was out. This one was definitely the most pesky one. The strategy to get the part-time is just to flail around wildly and hope you get some matches. So, next up, Deja Vu by Illmind. Been a while since we had one, but I think I jive with their style. When you've been particular places that you know you've never seen before, can you be so sure, or can you be sure? Feel like I've been in here before. Quote, Iron Maiden Deja Vu. Okay. For Illmind's Deja Vu, try the top left corner. Okay. I do see that tile there. Interesting. It's a, I believe it's called a chameleon tile. It hides something underneath it. So what do these plates do? Opens up some stuff. So we've got some boxes. Alright, well, what do I want to do here? There's probably some fake shenanigans, if I had to guess. So, let me just bang against a bunch of stuff real quick. Oh yeah, one thing I was doing while just sort of using my free time, I went and read through some more of the documentation for this game. I went and specifically acquainted myself with more of the items, and also a lot of the stone types. There's some pretty interesting ones, which look like they'll be able to show up down the line. I'm curious when we'll finally get to see some of them. Anyways, here's stuff that we're doing. So, what's in this top left corner? Ah. Oh. Fascinating. Alright. Let's give it a shot. So, we've got a bunch of stuff, just like last time. I believe... What does this do? That looks like it's gonna shoot a laser. I'm not sure if that's desirable at this current juncture. I remember the part-time was 4 minutes and something, so probably not getting it on this attempt, but that's fine by me. So now we can switch between our marbles. That's what the word is. So that door, that door, that door. I'm going to not test my luck with the pressure plate on the left right now. For now, I'm just going to push this out. Ah, right. But the issue here is this laser. So we do need to unblock the switches to get access to the oxides. But there's also a secondary goal of turning the, oh, there's a switch there. Okay. We're learning some stuff that's new. So... There's a switch there too. Interesting. Is there one here? There is. I see. In that case, I think what I'll do, I'll push this here. Let's do some experimenting. So what does this pressure plate do? It just turns that off. Okay. I mean, might as well give it a shot. And then similar stuff over here. We can push these back down. So we don't need permanent access to these oxide stones. We just need temporary access. So let's keep that in mind. We can push that. That's a safe action. Alright, so let's try to get some matches now. By the pigeonhole principle, we should have at least one match coming up here. Okay, green. I believe the green was here. Yes. How about cyan? Don't think I've seen one. Red. Neither that. Alright, which one can we bring along? This one. So now we've got an extra block to use here. That'll be very nice. So let's open that up. Alright, get a pink match. That's excellent. So now we can go ahead and drag these around. This floor is a little bit slippery, which is unfortunate. But we've got a bunch more blocks now, so this should be pretty great. Speedruns will certainly be interesting. A little bit of a combination of Oxid luck, and probably some other stuff too. Alright, so that's open now. We'll go ahead and push you up. And then no, it's this one. So we actually should be good. Like, this is all we really have to do here. And if we can get some more matches, then that'll happen when it happens. So blue, red. This one was a red. No, that was a yellow. Okay. Got a blue match here. So where was the red? It was there. Alright. That's looking fine. And then a cyan. Don't quite have that yet. Should be in this room, though. So let's go ahead and push this along. We actually probably are just fine with these two blocks. Yeah, I already got a match there. So let's go ahead and expose these. My puppy's making a silly little sound. Alright, got that match. And presto. Dependence. Okay. We've got some more interesting marble fun. And 2 players to boot. I see. So we've got a little shape here, which we can probably push around. Yeah, like that. Seems like it has a little bit of a limit on how far it can go. Or it actually just, okay, it just needs more momentum. So it's going to be a little bit tricky to, Oh, there we go. Managed to figure out something there. Okay, this is worrisome. There we go. Let's see if we can't get used to that. Alright, so... Actually, wait a minute. Can we just... No. Okay. Of course we can't just do that. But I think I'm getting used to the motions now. Yeah, definitely getting used to it. So we'll go ahead and solve green real quick. So that's that. I forget which one was up top. I guess we'll see very soon. It was that one. And the marble shattered again, just from me being clumsy. So, definitely things to consider with this. What's the par time on this? 1:15. Should be manageable. So, green, red, blue. Green, okay. Probably should have done some more memorization on the left side, but looks like it'll work out just fine. Bam! Better than par. I think that's even better than the easy mode par. Alright, we'll get around to that one shortly, but I do notice that it does have an easy mode, so let's see what that looks like. So... I heavily suspect that the only difference here is that the Oxid shuffling is more generous, and that we don't have to memorize on both sides. So, we'll do that. Do a little whack like that. Yeah. So it makes sense that that's the only change. Yeah. You want to have both sort of moving the same way. Alright, use the pin. P. I. Okay. So... this is looking like it probably is going to be another teleport maze of some kind. So... okay. Okay. So, 3. I think that sent me back. No. 3. 1 seemed fine. Oh, hold on. There's water on the left. Is it supposed to refer to the index of the vortex? 4. 1. 5. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2. 6. 5. Okay. That was cool. Let's go back to hard mode real quick. So that one... I guess it has an easy mode and a hard mode. So let's try 3. 3. No. Okay, so something's different now. Is it 3 and then 3 the other way? No. Is it 3 plus 3? No. Alright. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, it's the exact same thing, but there's no hints now. Okay, that's funny. Well, let's see if we can't memorize this. 3, 1, 4, 1. This is the digits of pi. 5, 9, 2, 6, 5. Yep, it's pi. I should have figured. That's really funny. Okay, so I'll have no issue with this then. So 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 9, 2, 6, 5. Yeah. Alright. I probably could have... Like, I would have reached the same final conclusion of clearing this level in about, like, 2 or 3 extra minutes if I had needed to memorize something, but the thing that I needed to memorize was pi, so I wasn't going to be having trouble with that anytime soon. Alright, next up, Space City by Edward. Alright. This is a cool vibe. We've got some space blocks. Okay. I'm used to seeing space blocks in conjunction with a bunch of, like, death pits. I think that might be partially Jacob Scott's doing, but... Well, guess I'm on a journey now. Alright. So, blue, white. This is neat. Pink. Get our bearings. So green, blue, white, pink. Alright, we got a pink match. That's very nice. Went a little bit slower than I wanted to on that room exit. Well, let's see what catches us. You know, if there was a pin item in this room, then that would allow me to freely traverse the space, I think. Or maybe it wouldn't. I'm not sure. I need to double check what the pin does, but... Alright, so blue there. So blue should be down here somewhere. It should be one room left of here. Also, those springs are a little bit stronger on the rebound than... Yeah. Alright, so... That was the wrong one. Alright. Please tell me this is... Okay. So, blue should be up here. Alright, what's this one? Cyan. What's this one? Red. Yellow. Interesting. I'll probably want to visit there first. Guess I'm going on a journey. Yeah, really wonderful journey. Alright, let's try actually following the path now. So... Yep. Just getting jettisoned through space. Alright, so let's move over here. Puppy's making a strange sound again. This might... Okay, that wasn't as bad as it could have been. But... correcting my trajectory there didn't end up turning out very well, so... guess we're... going for a slow ride again. Wow. Okay, I'm spending another life. I'm not dealing with that. So... I don't know why my dog's making these noises. Hold on. Alright, hopefully that should all be sorted out now. So, where was I? Where am I is actually a better question. I think I have found myself. So I need to go down and do this white match. And do it right this time and not send myself on a journey. Luckily, this scaffolding here is very kind. Alright, cyan. I believe I found that. It should be over here. Alright, so we got red and yellow. Guess I'll bop one just for the sake of it. Alright, now what's next? There's something here. Okay, let's go ahead and get our yellow match then. Then we got red. I have a feeling red might be over here on the right side. And then there'll probably also be a green for the bottom left. The camera here is very disorienting. Alright. That went well. Alright. I even managed to stabilize myself, which is nice. So, now let's go down here. Okay. So, gonna have to go for a trick shot of sorts. Alright, I can live with that. Please give me a... Alright, this is fine. So now, going down. Just a little bit further. That was really unfortunate. Alright. That was lucky. That was a better rebound than I was expecting. Alright. So we go here. We tried to aim the correct way this time. Alright. Yeah, just wing it. Level finished. That was alright. Control Panel by Jacob Scott. Okay, another Jacob Scott curious puzzle. Probably cryptic in nature. Okay. 01011 0010001. Okay. So we've got 10 inputs here. And we've got a mirror. So we need to solve the cryptic puzzle. Let's see. First thing I notice is these columns, these middle columns here, are reflections of the ones down there, but the ones at the sides are different. I'm going to reset. It's the same layout. Alright, so we have a sort of key of sorts here. So this is a 0, I guess. This would be a 1, this would be a 2, a 3, and a 4. 01011 0010001. If I were to interpret that as a string of 3 binary numbers, then what would that be? Well, they start with zeros, so they probably aren't meant to entirely correspond to binary numbers, but who knows? I haven't actually properly deciphered them yet. So, first thing that jumps to mind, I guess I'll bump all of these, just because I feel like it. Make sure there's no hidden notes under them. Okay, doesn't seem like there's anything in. So we have 10 stones to place, which is interesting. What happens if I place 1? I doubt anything meaningful has happened. Yeah. Alright, okay, I'm going to set up the paint document. Let's not even, like, make any pretenses here. That's probably the first thing I'm going to have to do before I can even begin to decipher this. So, see ya when I've done that. Alright. I think I've drawn out all the necessary information that we'll be dealing with. So I've assigned numbers to the different things. I've arranged them in the same little grid. I wrote the little binary string down here. Still curious what it means. Let's see. And I guess, just for the sake of it, 10 inputs of 25. So my first thought was that maybe this was some sort of, like, Picross thing. Let's count how many blocks there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so 28, 29, 30. So there's 30 blocks on this outer ring which have a value assigned. And if I go into the game, alright, so what could be going on here? First idea that comes to mind, I noticed that, like, this isn't the best explanation, but I noticed that the 1s are all sort of grouped in singles. Then the 2s, there are some singles, but there are also some doubles. And then the 3s are the only ones which have an actual group of 3 in this ring. I'm wondering if perhaps there's some way of, like, filling in this shape. Who knows? Not the best explanation, of course, but it's a start. Another possibility is that the strings of 5 in this little note here are supposed to represent, like, maybe either rows or columns of blocks in the solution. I guess I should color in the solution some sort of way. I guess I'll go for a sort of bright pink. That should be fine. Yeah. Not quite sure how to interpret or combine any of this information just yet. You know, when I do see numbers on a grid like this, and they all have a number and a color, it sort of makes me think of Minesweeper. But I'm not sure that these colors and numbers match up, or that Minesweeper would be what's going on here. But it would explain the zeros. But I'd need to really take a good hard look at that. I went and made a change. These cells which I darkened in here, I was like, what if I were to interpret this hint literally and just like fill it in with the zeros and ones I saw? Of course, it only gets me halfway there. In fact, a little under halfway, but figured I'd try it. There are 5 ones in this, if that means anything. We do have 10 inputs. I guess I'll try something real quick. Okay, I just realized I'm going to turn off music for a second. You hear that too, don't you? There's a laser sound. I can hear a laser sound really far away. I can't hear it anymore, which leads me to believe that I am controlling a network of lasers here, presumably via mirrors. Looking at this again, this was the pattern I was trying to put in. Interesting. I wonder, like, is the reason that this is glass just meant to represent, like it's encasing the blocks here, but I'm not sure if there's a reason for the glass to be there. Like, I guess it better indicates that the value of this would be 0, but I'm wondering if there's actually more to this glass and stone dichotomy here than I was initially suspecting, since we are dealing with a laser network, presumably. So it sounds like the sound is actually, it's getting louder the further down I am. Like, you hear a faint sound there, more audible sound there. No, seems sort of irregular. Huh. Alright, so this one doesn't make a noise until a certain other one is held down. So I think what I'm going to try to do is experiment and see which things cause the nature of the laser sounds to change. It seems like the irregularity in the sound might actually be from presumably something more permanent is happening when I'm touching these plates. I'm starting to wonder if these actually have more states or affect the puzzle state in more ways than just being a flat on and off sort of switch. Because these could be like the turning of mirrors, actually, now that I think about it. Alright, so new plan. Since I'm pretty sure that these pressure plates are rotating mirrors, let's see if we can't figure out which ones they go to, and maybe the structure of whatever laser structure we're dealing with here. Okay, another thought occurred. Since the laser sound is happening when I step off of the switch, but I'm not hearing anything when I step on the switch, I'm wondering if there is a difference between a switch being held down and a switch being exited in terms of what it means for the function of the puzzle. Since, like, if it was just a matter of, like, pressing the right switches, then there wouldn't be a puzzle here. There wouldn't be any need for the 10 boxes. Now, the 10 boxes could just be markers. Let's not get that twisted. I could be misinterpreting what those are for. But, yeah. The sound only seems to play whenever I'm leaving a pressure plate. Guess I'll think more about it. Okay, another thought. I'm coming back around to this room, and now that I know how much this level is about lasers and mirrors, I'm now wondering about the shape of the level. Because as you can see here, that laser is coming from the right. Presumably, whatever strange nonsense we're doing, either there's like just a giant room to the right which contains all of the mirrors in a single place, or the original idea I had, which was that we're in like a giant grid of rooms and each one of them has like one mirror. Things to think about, I guess. Alright, another thing I've noticed is that I think my little rabbit hole I went on about the lasers changing in intensity, I'm now starting to realize that might just be a quirk of the way this game normalizes its audio when there's a lot of like overlapping sound effects. If you listen here, laser, laser, laser. It's at a pretty consistent volume, but if I start spamming it, then you'll notice that it sort of dims down a bit. So I'm now back to thinking that this like one state change model is correct, and that everything is either on or off. So I guess that's decent progress to have made. In about 15 to 20 minutes, it's going to be an hour since I started this level. Figured I should let you know that. Alright, it's been about 15 more minutes. I've still not come up with anything. So I'm going to try a weirder strategy. I'm going to very slowly, iteratively check which combinations of blocks will cause a discernible difference in laser sounds when I step on and off pressure plates. So with one box, I don't hear anything from any pressure plates. With two boxes, in this specific configuration, that seems to be the bare minimum for that sound to start playing. And if I move this down here, you can see that the laser sound has stopped. So yeah, I guess that's what I'll be doing for the next few minutes. Alright, I tried fumbling around for a couple more minutes. After the first 3 blocks were placed, I couldn't find any other ways to get a laser sound to come out. So either the lasers are farther away than I think, or there's some much weirder stuff that determines like why the noises happen when they do. And I'm about an hour and 35 minutes into recording time. 36 now, actually. And I think I've just about hit my threshold for what I'm willing to record. So next time, I guess, to put that little rule I established last time into effect, either the next episode will start with me having solved this, or I'll have decided to either skip it or look at its level code. So let's hope I can figure out something, but if not, then you'll know what to expect. So see you next time.